Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hazza Haikal bin Abdul Hamid. So today I will explain about block diagram detection in recycled cache content. So recycled cache content device is a device that will measure the content of the cache into parameter, which is average content level and range volume of the content. The component that will be used is Arduino Nano as microcontroller, laser transmitter and laser receiver as sensor to measure average content level, ultrasonic sensor as sensor to measure range of the content. Flowchart detection in recycled cache content. For each cache slot has same sensor, which is ultrasonic sensor, laser receiver and laser transmitter. So how the ultrasonic sensor work? The sensor work when trigger pin transmit a frequency, and the frequency will go to object and the frequency will be reflected, and the reflected frequency will go to echo pin. From here, we can measure the distance between sensor and the obstacle based on time required from sound transmitted until the sound to receive at echo pin. For laser sensor, it's work when the laser transmitter emit laser and laser receiver receive the laser, the data will be 1 or high. And if the laser being blocked by some object, so the light can't be received at laser receiver, so the data will be 0 or low. For measuring the content level for each cache to know the cache is empty, medium or full, laser receiver 1 must be high and laser receiver 2 also must be high to make the content level is empty. When laser receiver 1 be low and laser receiver 2 be high, it will be medium level. Lastly, when the laser receiver 1 be low and laser receiver 2 is low, it means the content is full. Data had acquired in the sensor will be sent to the cache router. In block diagram recycle cache level router, it acts as a router, which means it used to collect the data from detection in recycled cache content and transmit the data to server. Component that will be used is not MCU for the microcontroller and some hardware, which is buzzer, LED green and LED red. Flowchart recycle cache level router. From the flowchart, we know that the microcontroller is not MCU. When the no MCU connected to Wi-Fi, the LED green will on. When it has successful connected to Wi-Fi, the system will check if it had received some data from Blink application to control the buzzer. If the data received is 1 or high, the buzzer will on, and if the data received is 0 or low, the buzzer will off. Next, system will ask data from detection in recycled cache content device. If the system receive data, the LED red will on. If not receive the data, LED red will off. The data consists of content for each cache slot and range volume for each cache slot. Lastly, it will send the data to Blink server. Prototype. This is full design of our prototype. From here you can see we have 3 slot cache. For cache slot 1 is plastic, for cache slot 2 is paper, and for cache slot 3 is tin. And for this demonstration, the recycled material that we use is only paper and plastic. As you can see, we use laser transmitter and laser receiver as sensor to measure the content level. And for ultrasonic sensor is to measure the range fullness of the cache. At the middle, we had the controller box, which is it use LCD 4x20 to display the sensor data. Here, it states that plastic cache is empty level and its range is 44 cm. For cache paper, it said medium level, which range is 19 cm. And for cache tin, it said full level, which its range is 14 cm. Okay, here I on the switch. Here you can see the system will display the data for each recycled cache slot, where the cache plastic is empty right now. Cache paper is medium, cache tin is full. For the plastic, capacity is 44 cm. And for the paper is 24 cm. And for the tin is 14 cm. Over there. And the LED green, when it's on, means the MCU had connected to Wi-Fi. These two switch here for transmitting the data from detection in recycled cache content to recycled cache router. When on this switch, it will permitting the data to go pass through. And if the LED red is blinking, means data have been received from detection in recycled cache content device to recycled cache router. Okay, next I will show how the sensor work at plastic cache, and the concept is same for other cache slot. So here I will explain in short explain. So when no object right now here, so the laser receiver 1 and laser transmitter 2, there is light being transmitted from here to here, means the data will be 1. Also same for laser transmitter 1 and laser receiver 1, because there is no object block the light, so the data will be 1. So now when it's 1 1, the cache plastic will be empty. And you can see here in this demonstration, there is no object, so the data will be empty. And when there is object block, it will be medium. And when the object block these two laser transmitter, the capacity will be full. So the range for ultrasonic, the near the object to this sensor, the more less distant the sensor will get. Here is user interface which use Blink application. Here we had 4 tabs, which is home, cache baling, cache Kuala Pegang, and cache Kupang. For now, we use domain location, which we create 3 locations, and the data for each location we take from detection in recycled cache content device. Use of home tabs is to display average content of recycled cache for each location and your current location and the recycled cache location. Also, here you can touch the location to see average content of recycled cache also. Here Kuala Pegang, which is 48%. Here Kupang 48%, and here is Baling 48%. Here it also had clear button, which is to clear the history and update the new data of the average recycled cache content. For cache baling, Kuala Pegang and Kupang had the same system but different location. In here, for cache baling, you can see more details information about the content of the cache. For the cache tin now is full with capacity 100%. For cache plastic is empty with capacity of 0%. And for paper, cache is medium, which is 46%. Also, it had button is for navigation the location of the cache. If the pickup person can't find the cache, when it press the buzzer, it will on, and if it press again, the buzzer will off. In here also, it had clear button to delete